We're going to do a quick example in Excel of simulating multiple coins. So we're going to toss 3 coins simultaneously 20 times. We're going to record the number of heads for each trial. So since we've already done a lot of this, that's why I said it'll be quick, I set up some of this for us. So this should look familiar. So we've got 20 tosses. I've got coin 1, 2, and 3. So basically we're tossing those 3 at the same time. So toss, you could also call this trial. Right, trial 1, trial 2, trial 3, whatever. So the number of heads that we have for this, well, we could just do, okay, let's take, in this case, we can just take the sum of these 3 guys, right? Because we know that heads represents a 1, tails is 0. So if I just do the sum of those, I'm going to get 2 heads, right? It added the 1 and the 1, and then, of course, the 0, the tails did not add anything to that. Then I can double-click that. It'll go all the way down. It'll tell us all the situations that we had. And it gives us a little warning here, right? It says the formula in the cell refers to a range that has additional numbers adjacent to it. Fine. And so this is one way to do this. We could also do this with dice, right? We could do die 1 and die 2, have their separate outcomes, add those together. Hint, hint. And then we might also ask a question like, well, how many tosses had no heads, right? So one thing we could do is, sure, we could go down the list and say number of heads. Let me find all the times when it was 0, meaning all we flipped was tails. So tails, 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 fine. So I could just count those up. There's probably not that many. But we could also use our friend COUNTIF, right? So we're going to count in this range, right, of all the sums. We're going to count if we got 0 heads. And we're going to see that there were 3 times that occurred. Of course, again, here's one, here's one, here's one, and then those are the only times we got no heads. But I wanted to introduce this with coins because, of course, we might need to do something similar to this when we're taking a look at multiple dice that we're tossing and perhaps needing to add those dice and perhaps needing to count how many 5s show up or how many 7s show up, something like that.